Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, is there a doctor in the house? Dr. Juice is a 6% New England Style IPA from Parish Brewing Company in Broussard, Louisiana. The juice just keeps on a-coming, doesn't it? Now, this juice came care of viewer David Orr, and as always, a huge thanks for anybody that sends beer in. Big thanks to David. I've had Ghost in the Machine before, and that's also from Parish, but that's all I've had from Parish. So I'm not coming into this completely fresh, so to speak, but I do have some experience with Parish, just not a whole lot. So let's take a look at the label here. We'll get this into a glass. Fun fact, surgeons that play video games made 37% less errors and were 27% faster than surgeons that do not play video games. Now, I don't know if a fast surgeon is something you want, but less errors, definitely a welcome thing. So take a look at the can here. This is a Parish Brewing Company. Across the top has this kind of tie-dyed pattern on it. It says Dr. Juice, and it's this doctor, but it's a skull, and he's holding a bunch of hop cones in his hand. And it's Dr. Juice IPA. The font is really like a GTA kind of font. It looks just like GTA, a font from Grand Theft Auto, the game. And then on the back here, it says Dr. Juice Ale, 12 fluid ounces, 6% alcohol by volume, brewed and canned by Parish Brewing Company in Broussard, Louisiana. And then the government warning. And then the canned on date on this was on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2020. This is mid-March that I'm recording this, the 21st. Of March. I know you're supposed to drink these as soon as possible, but it's tough to sometimes get all these beers in. I know it's hard drinking beer. So yeah, I'm going to use my IPA glass here. It looks a little wet. I put some water in here to make sure it flushed out any dust or anything. But let's go ahead and crack this and get a nose on the can. Whew. All right, put a nose on it here. Wow. It's got a lot of dankness, a lot of dank aroma. A little bit of a citrus in there. Smells kind of, I can smell a bit of a malty characteristic in there too. Let's go ahead and pour this. It's coming a lot lighter than I was expecting, but it's a bright kind of golden coming out of the can. Into the glass, it's collecting very light. Doesn't look very thick, very heavy. A big kind of yeast dump just fell in the glass at the last second here. Looking at it, it's a really nice compact head, if you can see from the top. Super dense. Really nice packed in bubbles. It's not airy looking at all. It looks really nice and dense, really nice and thick. About 2.5 fingers ahead, maybe a little bit, yeah, about 2.5 fingers. It might have had 3 at the height of the pour. Let's go ahead and hold this up. It is light in color. It's a light golden yellow in color, but it's hazy. It's not transparent at all. It's very opaque. Again, you know, the top of this glass obviously makes it look a lot thicker. As the glass thins out in the bottom here, it's a little bit thinner. I can see my shadow through. I can see my shadow throughout, but it does have a nice color on it. Golden yellow in color. Let's put a better nose here. Yeah, sometimes the aroma out of the can and the aroma in the glass can be kind of two different things, but this one, the aroma out of the glass is exactly what I was getting out of the can. It's got a little bit of maybe a little bit less of a malty characteristic that I was smelling out of the can, but it has the citrus is a lot brighter here. It smells more lemony, but it has a lot of dankness to it as well. So I'm going to dive right in. Cheers. That's a good creamy kind of mouthfeel, puffy, kind of cloudy mouthfeel. But the flavor, at first, it kind of just has a run-of-the-mill kind of, you know, New England Style IPA flavor. But then as I swallow, that's where this really fruity note really starts to pull through. Let's try it again. Yeah. Like I said, at the beginning, it's very subdued. You kind of get like the run-of-the-mill New England Style IPA flavor. But then on the swallow, that's when this really kind of fruity note starts pulling through. You're getting a little bit of this maybe lemon zesty kind of flavor. That kind of settles and subsides. A bit of a pineapple comes through. A bit of more tropical flavors come through. This is really reminding me of Transient Brewing in Bridgman. They have a really similar New England style that they call, I believe it's Rainbows and Waterfalls or Waterfalls and Rainbows, but I believe it's Rainbows and Waterfalls. This is really reminiscent of that. I had that one a couple years back, and it was one of my top beers of that year. This is really reminding me of that. It's a really nice light drinker. It doesn't have a whole lot of boozy character to it. It's really crushable. It's got that really pillowy, cloudy, kind of creamy mouthfeel to it. And then it just kind of really subdued flavor up front, but then on that swallow is where it really comes out and shines, comes out to play at that point on the swallow. Again, a lot of citrus, kind of a lemony flavor, and then a lot of pineapple just kind of bursts through. There's not a lot of bitterness to it. On the finish, there's a slight, maybe on the aftertaste more, it's got a really kind of slight bitterness to it, but it's not something, it's like super low on the bitterness scale. I know, I'd use IBUs if that was actually a measurement of bitterness as you taste it, as you perceive it, but I would say the bitterness is kind of like on a scale of 1 to 10 at the very finish. It's like a 3 or a 4, which is a little bit higher. I think most New England styles, I'd probably give like a 1 or a 2. They don't really have much bitterness at all. But yeah, just overall, really nice beer. Really kind of deceiving. It's kind of like a high to flavor, I guess. It's really just plays dead up front. There's not literally, but it's just really subdued up front. There's not a whole lot to really jump for joy about. But then on the swallow, as you kind of swish it around your mouth and on the swallow, that's when those really bright flavors come through. A lot of that citrus, a lot of that pineapple, a lot of that tropical kind of flavor. And I really dig that when you get a beer that, you drink something at the beginning and it gives you one kind of idea, but then it totally like flips the script and it changes drastically right in the middle, and that's what I really like about this one, Dr. Juice from Parish in Broussard, Louisiana. All right, friends, like I said before, that has been Dr. Juice from Parish Brewing. Again, big thanks to David Orr for sending this one along. Have you had Dr. Juice before, or do you have a favorite from Parish? Let me know in the comments down below while you're down there. If you like beer, you might want to subscribe, click that bell, click that like button, because I'm here talking about beer twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's all for free for viewers just like you, and you might miss your next favorite if you're not subscribed and getting those notifications. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries, especially right now. Do as much as you can to support your local breweries. Buy swag, buy gift cards. If you can buy beer to go, that really helps these guys keep them open. Really trying times right now. But above all else, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.